Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Nicola, hello, good evening. Your first comment today. Hi, Emma and Claire. How are we all? Have you had a good weekend? Oh no. Hi, Debbie, Suzanne. Hello, hi, Dana and Mandy. Hi, Julie. Are we all doing okay? Oh, Julie, Melanie, Claire, Donna, Robin. Hello, hello, hello. It's the earliest start today. So on a Sunday we do start slightly earlier. So we have come on a little earlier this evening. Oh gosh, already at it. Excuse me. Hi Donna, hi Lorraine. I hope you've had a good day as well. Hi Lillian. Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars. Again, very, very kind of you. Thank you. Robin, yes, I believe I have. Hi Carol and Carol. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've just turned my lights on, so that may be why. I've sort of got into the habit of turning the lights on in here, because I do think they're one of the reasons that set me off yawning. But because I've just turned them on, I think I haven't given myself a chance to acclimatise to them. So hopefully it will stop very, very soon. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to everybody. We're good, thank you, Donna, and I'm glad you're doing well as well. Okay, so the order list for today has been posted on the page. Let me just double check that it is all up to date. Jutta, hello, I hope you're doing well, my lovely. So let me just double check the order list. Where are we? Oh no, one more person to add on. So we've currently got 5 people on the order list for this evening. So there is still space available. If you would like to order for today, you'll be added onto the order list, and I'll do an updated list as we go. We still have the spring pick available, which has got the earrings, pendants and bracelets. We do have the stick pick or sparkle dip as well. New stock is available to supporters, and if you are not a supporter, you can view the stock in the coming soon section on the website, but it will be live for everybody else the middle of the week coming. Emails I have been doing slowly over the weekend as well, so I was slightly behind on Friday. I did say I was going to catch up over the weekend, so I have been doing so. Obviously tomorrow is a bank holiday Monday, but again I'll still be trying to catch up. So if you've got an email from me, brilliant. If you're still waiting, I will obviously get back to you as soon as I can. Oh, bless you, Lois. I hope that answers your question. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. If you can hear my dog barking, I do apologise. It will be because Aaron just popped out, so he'll be coming back again, so they can hear him. So they've got access to the garden, which is why they're barking. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Sophie. Oh, and over the bank holiday weekend as well. I hope you can all get over it quite quickly. Yep, there is still space available to order today, Sherry. If anybody would like to order, I'll pop the link in the comments. The spring pick with the butterflies, that is under the fun section on the website. So shall we get started for today? Up first today is Julie McLaughlin. Julie, are you here? Julie, hello, hello, hello. Am I doing Scoop anymore, Charlotte? Scoop will be coming back again. The alterations have been made. Aaron has made me a different Scoop as well to make it a little bit more even with the colours, because I don't think anybody won a bracelet on the Scoop game. So we've got a different Scoop size. It can still get quite a few pearls in it, but I think it evens up the playing field slightly. May dates have not been posted yet. That is on the list for tomorrow, Julie. So you will get bombarded with the dates from the start of the week onwards. So Julie, you have got 2 spring picks. So let's go down. So what we'll do is we'll do your flower shuffle, pick your butterfly and your item of jewellery. We'll do that for a second time, and then we'll do all the oysters together at the end, if that's okay. Is there a certain colour or category that you're hoping for? Happy with anything. Okay, so one more. Oh, and one of them ones. So your first one is a large butterfly. So large butterfly is a bracelet, Julie. Okay, so if we go straight across to the butterflies, with the large butterfly, it's 1, 2, and 3 to choose from. So would you like butterfly 1, number 2, or number 3? No, I'm using that. You can go here. Thank you. Can you put that on there for me? Thank you, Bab. And may I have a tea, please? Sure. Thank you. Sorry, Aaron just came back. Can you have number 2? Okay, so first of all, we're looking for a green sticker to see if you'll get a bonus prize. And it's not. You have got a purple sticker here, so that does mean that you don't get the bonus prize. However, if we come across to your jewellery, large butterfly bag number 2. So again, I just restock it as we go. And this one here comes with 1 oyster opening, and you can choose whether to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. Now this one has got lots of heart charms on here. So it's larger and then smaller, larger than smaller heart charms. Now you can fit charms on lobster fittings or pearls on the larger links here. And then on the smaller links you can't fit any charms on. Okay, however, because this bracelet is full from end to end with these hearts, sometimes depending on the charm it looks really good. If the charm is slightly larger, I mean, it just depends on what your preference is on whether it goes alongside the bracelet or not. As you can see, they're very, very, very reflective hearts there. But if you choose to have your pearl on this one, like I say, it goes in the middle of the bracelet. Or if you're not happy, you don't have to have the pearl on there. That is going to be up to you. But I hope you're happy with your first one. If we move straight into flower shuffle number 2. Okay, last. So I just like to spread it out and then sort of mash them together. Okay, so you have got here a medium butterfly. So medium butterfly is a pendant. So if we go back to the butterflies, this is the medium butterfly, you can see here. So would you like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? Which number butterfly would you like here? Number 3. Okay, so again, looking for a green sticker, and it's not a green sticker, so you do have again a purple sticker on there. So I'm afraid there is not the bonus there with that one. I'm just going to top these up as we go. That was number 3. So if we come straight across to butterfly number 3, so that's medium number 3. And in here you have got a cage pendant. Now this cage pendant comes with one oyster opening. It can also hold one pearl at a time. And this one on the website is called the Flick cage pendant. So it's quite a simplistic design, but I think that this one is very, very effective. So overall, you do have a simple cage, which is all the way around is the cage design. So you're going to be able to see your pearl from every angle of the cage pendant itself. It's called the Flick cage pendant because as you can see at the front here, you do have the 2 little flicks coming across. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that one as well, Julie. So with that, you'll be able to, oh, I already had a bag. With that one, you can swap and change your pearl around inside the cage. So that means you've got 2 oysters all together. 1 and 2. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1 and 2. Let's go back down again. Surprise oyster number 1, Julie. There's one side and the other side. And your first oyster, you are twinning. And you're twinning with beautiful, bright, hot pink pearls. Let me just have a closer look at these for you. Sherry, so you'll be able to find our cage pendants on the website. If you go to categories and then cage pendants, you'll be able to see all of our different cages there. I hope that helps. Now, these pinks, Julie, are different sizes. So we've got the brighter, smaller one on this side, and then the visually lighter, larger one next to him. So when I measure these, oh, don't run away, let me just pat it down slightly. When I measure these, I do think that they will come out measuring different sizes. However, I have been wrong, but yeah, if you look at that, they do look slightly different there. Moving on to your second oyster, which of course is your surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side. Now there's no pearls on that side there. And you have got a sea green. And there's no more in that one. Now he is definitely a 2-tonal sea green. It's just started raining lightly here, so you may be able to hear the rain. Okay, so this sea green, if we hold him up, is slightly silvery and then it goes darker again as you go around. Okay, Julie, what do you think to these? So again, with the bracelet, you can choose to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. And then with the cage pendant, you'll be able to swap and change the pearls inside the jewellery. And of course, if you're not happy with these colours at all, we can swap them for you. If I start running them through the board, the visually smaller, brighter pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The lighter, larger pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, so they are measuring different sizes there. And then the green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Can we swap the green for burgundy red and burgundy red on the bracelet, of course? And just confirm, are you happy with the 2 pinks there? So with the red, what I'll do is it will go in the centre of the bracelet. So you'll have the clasp on one side, and then opposite that you'll have the pearl. And obviously you're going to have all those hearts as well. So yeah, the pearl will be into the centre. We did, Sophie, yes. Or I said we did, Aaron did. And you're happy with the pinks as well, perfect. Just confirm for me if you're happy with that red. Let me bring you up so I can write this down. So we're going to have pinks in the pendant and red on the bracelet. The red is perfect. Brilliant. Okay, so that's all on there for you. So Julie, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. You're very, very welcome. Okay, up next then today is Carol Gale. Carol, are you here? I do love it when it rains. However, we're currently digging up the garden, so that's not going to be good for working in the garden tomorrow. Carol, hello, 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 hello. You've got a spring pick and then you've got 2 oyster openings as well. So if it's okay with you, what we'll do is we'll do your spring pick first and then all of the oysters together at the end. Okay, so if we go down for your spring pick, let's get the flowers for the flower shuffle. Is there a certain category or size butterfly that you're hoping for? Okay, so let's do one more big one, spread it all out. So you have got a small butterfly, so that makes one of each so far this evening. So with your small butterfly, they are earrings. Let's go straight across to the butterflies. So this one is the small butterfly. So would you like butterfly number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? So I'm making that stand forward again. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I'll pop the spring pick link in the comments. There we go. Can you have number 1? So that's this one at the end here. So we're looking for a green sticker to have your bonus. No, you've got a purple one. I don't think we've had a green one yet this evening. Okay, so that does mean that there isn't a bonus there, but that is picking your jewellery. So small butterfly bag number 1. And oh, you have got these earrings here. So these ones are recently back in stock. So they are actually in the back in stock section on the website. Okay, they are hookback earrings. They do come with 2 oyster openings, and you do need to have your pearls on the jewellery. So hookback earrings, as you can see there. Now, these are called the snowman earrings. However, they can be worn all year round. So if we zoom in on one of them, you've got a smaller circle at the top, a larger circle at the bottom. Your pearl then sits and, as you can see, has a little wiggle around in the centre of the larger circle there. And then you do have these notched designs around the circles just to give the earrings a little bit of texture as well. Carol, I hope you're happy with those, my lovely. Now, let me bring you back up to me. So they come with 2 surprise oysters. You also then have 2 oyster openings as well. So what 2 oysters would you like with those ones? So if I grab the surprise oysters. Yep, Sherry, if you've ordered, I'll add you onto the order list as we go. I'll do an updated order list shortly as well. So I've got your 2 surprise oysters here, Carol. What other 2 oysters would you like? So 1 and 2. So we've got Mystery, Nunu, Expand the Rainbow and Normal. Let me just mark that you are here actually. There we go. I'm afraid with the surprise oysters, they are just for the spring pick game, and if you win a extra oyster opening on the spring pick game, you can pick the surprise oysters there. I'm afraid that they're not actually a choice to be had with other items at the moment, if that makes sense. Can you have mystery? Of course you can. No, don't be sorry at all. It's absolutely fine. So 2 mystery oysters, 1 and 2. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for, Carol? Would you prefer odds or would you prefer evens with your earrings here? So let's go down and we'll start with your surprise oysters first. So surprise oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and to start with your surprise oyster, you are quadding. And there's no more in that one. Quadding with your first oyster. Thank you, Bab. Okay, so you've got a lemon yellow, a watermelon, a Cadbury purple, and a bright icy blue. So lemon yellow, watermelon, Cadbury purple, and bright icy blue to start with. Moving on to your second surprise oyster. There's one side. And the other side. 1 and 2. You are twinning. And you're twinning with coral pearls, which are very, very different in their shades. They may be similar in sizes. However, if you have a look there, you've got one bright coral and then one pastel coral. So they're very, there we go, very different in their shadings there. Both lovely in their own right, but different coloured twins. Moving on to your mystery oysters. So we're going to do this one just because this one is a little bit of a clapper. It means that I don't have to pop him at all. Oh, and I can see a pearl straight away. So there's your mother of pearl and a popped out TARDIS blue pearl there. There's no more in that one. Just dry him up for you. Pop him in the sand. So here is your TARDIS blue pearl. And then your last oyster, which again is a mystery oyster. Softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are quadding for a second time. However, of course, this one was from your mystery oyster. Okay, so 4 oysters and 11 pearls from those. Now I'm just going to go through these colours as well for you because some of these ones are two-tonal. So if I hold it up, oh, let's stop that blue from moving around. So to start with, you've got a chocolate, a slightly two-tonal pink. You can see it's lighter and brighter as you go around the pearl there. You've got a two-tonal apple green, which again is lighter and brighter markings. And then you've got a two-tonal blurple. So blurple is a mix between a blue and a purple. And you can see there's quite distinct colour changes as you go around the pearl. Carol, what do you think to all of these? I will need to know which colours you'd like for the jewellery. So on both items of your jewellery. And if you're not happy with these colours, we can of course swap them for you. If you prefer more time to think about it, you can email me your choice across as well. That's completely up to you. You have got a lemon yellow, watermelon, Cadbury purple, icy blue, TARDIS blue, then twinning brighter coral and lighter coral. Going back to your last quad, which is a chocolate, two-tonal pink, two-tonal apple green, and a two-tonal blurple. If I start measuring these for you, then hopefully you can let me know what you would like to do. Your lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Cadbury purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6. Oh, sorry, he is a 6.5. TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the brighter of the coral twins is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. His twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. So they are measuring different sizes, but they are different colours. The last quad with the chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. The pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. The green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And last but not least, the two-tonal blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. Okay. What do you think, my lovely? What would you like to do? Ellen, good evening. So you'd like to take the chocolate and the light coral, the other coral and the icy blue. Is that right there? So taking away the chocolate, the twinning corals and the icy blue. Oh no, you'd like 2 browns and 2 light corals. Please take out dark coral and the icy blue. Okay, I think I've misunderstood completely. Let me try again. So you would like to have 2 browns and 2 light corals. Is that correct? So I'm matching the chocolate and the lighter coral. I'm still currently on the order list, which is on the page, Sherry. So you've got a couple of people yet before I update the order list. Yes, Carol. Okay, so I'm just matching this coral for you. Okay, do you know which colour? Oh. Do you know which colour you'd like on which set? And then 2 chocolates. Let's have a look at the chocolate. Just going to move your other pearls up so we've got some room here. So coral, and then chocolate and chocolate, not quite. That's just a touch smaller. Okay, let me show you those ones there. Would you be happy with these? So I've taken away the brighter coral and the icy blue. Would you be happy with these ones? So let me move them around so you can see them at all angles. 2 light corals on the spring pick and the other on the other set. Okay, just confirm, are you happy with those shades there? So light corals on there, and then the chocolate on there. I'm just going to bring you back up, but if you're not happy with those, let me know. I'm just going to take the other pearls away here. Yes? Okay, perfect. So they are yours then. Let's just take them away as well. Carol, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And that's all on there and safe up there for you. Perfect. Okay, and up next then today is Robin Wilson. Robin, are you here? Robin, hello, hello, hello. So Robin, you've got 3 oyster openings plus a spring pick. So what we'll do is we'll do your spring pick first and then we'll do your oyster openings afterwards, if that's okay with you. So if I grab the flowers and let's go down for your shuffle. Sorry, let me just finish this as that started just before you answered that you was there. And 3. Okie dokie. So starting with your shuffle, is there a certain category or sized butterfly that you're hoping for, Robin? Good evening, morning, Bronnie. Hoping for a small or a medium. Okay, so let's do a big shuffle for you to finish. It's not going to be a big, there we go. And you have got a small. So small is earrings. So you said you was possibly hoping for a small. So you do have a small here. If I bring the small butterflies forward, which number would you like? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Number 4 and donate the shells. Okay, so number 4 is this one. We're looking for a green sticker and we haven't had one yet. So hopefully, oh no, okay, so you've got a purple sticker. So purple does mean that there is not a bonus with that. But let's grab your prize. So small bag number 4 is this one. Small butterfly number 4. Oh, and I love these ones. Okay, so these ones are hook back earrings. They do come with 2 oyster openings, and your pearls do need to go onto the jewellery. They are the the raindrop sparkle earrings, they're called on the website. So if we zoom in on just one, actually let's hold them against the gloves because these ones are always seen better against the black glove on camera. Look at those. So the outline of a raindrop with the zircon crystals, and then your pearls are sat in that bottom curve there. You've got them already. Oh, bless you. Well, I hope you're happy with them. Possibly having them in a different colour to wear with different outfits, or you could have it as a gift possibly. I hope you're happy with these, my lovely. Let me pop them in here. So like I said before, they do come with the 2 oysters. So that is the surprise oysters. And then you've got 3 other oysters. So while I grab your 2 surprise oysters, what other 3 oysters would you like? 1, 2 and 3. No, 2 of these, 3 other ones. Gosh, mystery. Where did I put that bag? Oh, it's just behind me. Okay. One. Oh, they all came out all in one then. 1, 2, and 3. One grab. Okay, I'm going to get them open. We're going to open the surprise oysters first. And then, of course, your mystery. You've said already that you'd like to donate your shells, so thank you very much there. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? With the earrings, if you've already got a set, are you looking for a complete, like, opposite colour? Or are we going to just sort of wait to see what comes out and go from there? Okay, so they are all open. Let's go back down again. Your surprise oyster number 1. Oh, there's one side. And the other side, and you've already got 2 runaways. 3 and 4, you are quadding. No more in that one. Your first oyster from the surprise bag is quadding, my lovely. We're going to wait to see the colours, but you do definitely want a bright red. Okay, so fingers crossed for you. So first colours out is a larger coral, icy blue, lemon yellow, and a dark purple. I'd say just a touch off a Cadbury purple, but almost that kind of shade. So coral, icy blue, lemon yellow, and darker purple. Surprise oyster number 2, Robin. There's one side and the other side. And in here, bright bold at the front of the oyster there, no more in that one. You are twinning with icy blue twins. Now these blues, they do look like they are slightly visually different colours and sizes. So if I pop them both in the sand, the smaller, brighter pearl is visually on that side. Then as you can see, his twin is slightly lighter and visually larger. But beautiful lighter shades of icy blue. If we move on to your mystery oysters, let's move them all across. So mystery oyster number 1. You've got a lighter pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. If we have a squidge in here, you have got a bridal white from your first oyster. So mystery oyster number 1 has given us a bridal white. So I'm going to pop it underneath the twins here. Oyster number 2. Lighter pop there. Oh, and there's your mother of pearl. Again, you can see that there's no pearls on that side. And I did see this pearl right at the top here. Let me pop him out. He is a lighter watermelon. And there's no more in that one. And then your last oyster, Robin. Lighter pop there. And in here, there's no pearls there. And if we have a squidge, oh, ran down the front there, and he looks like he's a darker gunmetal grey. He is. Okie dokie. So if I hold these all up again so you can have a closer look, you have got a coral, an icy blue, lemon yellow and a dark purple. Twinning icy blues, which are visually slightly different shades and, excuse me, sizes. And then you've got a bridal white, a lighter watermelon and a darker gunmetal grey. Now, I will need to know if you're happy with these, which colours you'd like where. If you're not happy, I can of course swap them for you. Or again, you can take a screenshot and email me your colour choices across if you would like to as well. If I start running them through the board for you, your quadding coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, he is a 6. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the dark purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5 as well. Visually brighter, smaller icy blue twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Visually lighter, larger icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're measuring the same, but they do still look slightly different. It may just be the colour shades making them look different sizes there. The bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, sorry, he's a runaway. Not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. Okay, Robin, what do you think? What would you like to do, my lovely? Can we swap the dark coral and the gunmetal for 2 bright reds for the cherry? Trade the yellow and the quad icy blue for two pale pinks for the spring. Okay, so your other ones I'm going to move up here. So we need to get 2 bright reds. I know they don't need to be the exact size, but I quite like it when they're very, very similar in size. We're on that pendant. I hope that's okay with you. 2 pale pinks. So I'm just looking for the correct. There we go. Now these do need to be the same size, don't they? Now, are these 2 here pale enough, or would you like to go lighter than these ones? And can I match the darker twin blue and put those on semicircle earrings? I can definitely have a look for you, that's not a problem. What do you think to those pinks? So the darker twin blue. And are you on about swapping out the lighter twin blue to match the darker, if that makes sense? Sorry, again, just looking for the correct pot. Oh, here. Now, this blue is going to be one of those that I can definitely match, but it may not be able to match it on the live just because I don't have all of the blues, like I have a lot in my swap pots. Yeah. The pinks look lovely, and swap the lighter to match. Okay, so would you be happy for me to match it off of the live? Just because I don't have all of my pearls next to me, so I do have quite a few that I need to sort back out into my swap pots that have already been previously swapped out, if that makes sense. So I can definitely do that. It's just a case to do it off the live, if you don't mind. Of course, if you prefer me to send a photo over after, that's not a problem, just let me know. So I'm just going to start writing this down. Swap the lighter icy blue to match brighter icy blue. Then you'd like to be invoiced for icy blues on semicircle earrings. I'm just double checking the semicircle earrings are in stock before I confirm that. I'm assuming it's the semicircle earrings, not the semicircle large earrings. Is that correct? Rose gold to swap the purple. And have that on a large lobster clasp. I'll pop it at the top here. And I could put the watermelon on a large lobster clasp, leave the white loose. Okay, so have, what did I just drop? Oh. How did I manage to do that? It landed on its side and I managed to pick it up with all the pearls in it still. It's pretty cool. Okay, yep, so it is the not the small ones, but just not the, I suppose the smaller of the two. Right, let me just write this down and then I'm going to confirm to you what I've got. Okay, so if you take away your swaps here as well, just then we can go through everything. What I've got down for you is we're going to leave the white pearl loose. We've then got your reds on the cherry pendant, the pinks on the spring pick win. You'd then like to be invoiced for the icy blues on semicircle earrings. However, we will be matching the brighter icy blue, swapping this one out. And then you'd like to have an invoice for lobster fittings on the rose gold and the watermelon. Can you just confirm if that is all correct? And of course, if the colours are correct for you as well. Oh, sorry, I keep taking it off camera there by accident. I'm just going to bring you up so I can start popping the pearls in the correct sections. Is that all right? That's correct, and the colours are lovely. Perfect. And you're very welcome. Right, let me just start attaching these on here. So the blues, we're going to be swapping one out. There we go. Oh, do I? Okay, so I'll make a note here as well, just to double check on that invoice. Post-it note, check invoice from Friday is sent. Okay, I've got that down for you. So if I sort of resend that one as well, they would come in 2 separate invoices, just because they're on the 2 different order numbers my end, if that's okay. Robin, I hope you're happy with everything there. And yes, it's okay to send them all together, so that's not a problem at all. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and that's safe up there for you. And you too as well, my lovely. Right, let me just quickly top up this order list and then we can carry on. Okay, so I'm going to be popping the order list on the page, and then I'll pop it in the comments as well. So then you don't have to go and find it if you don't want to. So up next is Anna Mullin. Anna, are you here? So that's the order list updated on the page. And if I pop the order list in the page, in the comments from where I am now. So I'm calling Anna Mullin at the moment, and she's at the top there. So there's currently 5 people on the order list, including Anna. So if you would like to order, again, there is still space available for today. Anna, hello. You've got 1 opening altogether. Excuse me. Mystery Oyster, donate the shells, and you're hoping for a blue to match the jewellery. Okay, so hoping for a sort of more deeper TARDIS blue kind of tone. Let's get this open and let's go down. So good luck, my lovely. Oh, that's exciting, Sophie. I love that. Oh, there we go. So let's get this open. So that did have a softer pop with this one. Tougher oyster here. So there is a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can definitely see there's no pearls there. So I can already see a few peepers here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anna, you are quinting. And there's no more in that one. Quinting, which means you have got 5 pearls from your oyster. Yep, Bev, you are on the order list there. Anna, let me go through all of these colours for you. I've just popped them in the sand, but then I'll go through and we'll put them in a nice little line for you. So you've got a autumn peach, a slightly two-tonal apple green. Sorry, just wiping the sand off there. So slightly lighter and brighter apple green there. You've got a snow white, a silvery sea green, and then a dark silver. Ooh. So autumn peach, two-tonal apple green, snow white, silvery sea green, and a dark silver. Now, as we can see, none of these are that kind of blue shade. Now, as you know, if you would like to swap any of these, that's brilliant. If not, that's absolutely fine, but I will need to know which one you'd like to go on the jewellery. If I run them through the board for you, your autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Two-tonal apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Snow white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the silvery sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Last but not least, that dark silver, oh, is a runaway. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Can we swap the peach and the light green? for brighter yellow and a TARDIS blue. Is it the TARDIS blue that's going on the jewellery? If so, I can grab one of the pre-drilled ones. Let me just have a look. The yellow. Is it working out okay, Lois? Can you guys see everything okay? I think I'm going to get, I'm thinking we're going to make it in another colour as well. Not white, because white was too bright. We're printing another with anything different. Yeah, we will do. We're going to get a different colour. And I think I'm going to have one with and without the tray here. I do love the tray, but I don't think it's needed on all of them. And then sort of have a variety to potentially use. Can we get the yellow and white and texture hoop fittings? Blue on the jewellery. Okay, so because it's blue on the jewellery, I can grab one of these pre-drilled blues. Just because otherwise there would be a kind of weight on a darker TARDIS blue. Okay. With textured hoop fittings. Would you be happy with those two there? Just going to write this down for you. So, oh, where did I click? Oh no, it's fine. So we're going to have the TARDIS blue on the jewellery. And then you'd like to be invoiced for the white and yellow on textured hoop charm. Okie dokie, so just confirm if you're happy with these for me. Let's go back down so I can show you. Lois, somebody else said that as well, that it's a nice sound. To me, it's quite a quiet sound, so I didn't think that you guys could hear it. Sort of it's not a scrape, but the sort of, yeah, the movement. So can you guys hear that like really clearly? Let me refresh the comments here in case Anna has commented. No, not yet. So just let me know, are you happy with these ones here? Like a click or a ticking. Yeah, I suppose because the other board was wood, it didn't have that, but this is a plastic essentially, so it is like a harder material. Perfect, Anna. Okay, so the invoice for the textured hoop charms, that will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay, I just need to make a note here as well that the blue is pre-drilled. Okay, perfect. Anna, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, perfect. Up next today is Jutta Lemon. Sorry. Jutta, are you here? At the moment, there's 4 people left on the order list. You've sent over loyalty cards. Let me have a look. Let me search your email because I can't see the email there for the loyalty cards. Have you sent the loyalty cards over in a photo? No, I can't see them. So with the loyalty cards, you need to sign and where are we going? You need to sign and date them. So on each card, write your name and date, and then take a photo and send it over in an email to me. Once you've done that, we can book them in for the openings. You have sent a photo. Can I ask what day you sent the photo? Just because I can't see it here yet. No, I can't locate it. So it may have... What email address did you send it to? Just because I'm not seeing it my end. Let me have a look in case it went into my junk folder possibly. Although, funnily enough, I can never find my junk folder properly, if that makes sense. It's always hard to find. Right, there it is. Okay, yeah, so I can't see your email, my lovely. Can you say what day you sent it? Okay, right. I've just come away from the emails for a second. Yes, so what I've got both your orders here. So I've got the 2 spring picks and the 2 items of jewellery. So we can definitely do those. I just need to know, are you able to quickly resend the email over with the loyalty card photos in? Let me type. Send it to that email address. Are you able to quickly send it over to there? And then what I can do is I can add it on. So I've definitely already got both your orders popped together. Oh, bless you, Beverly. It is strange sometimes when we find common things with strangers, like complete strangers. Bev, yes, you are on tonight, so you have been popped on the order list. So you get an opening email if you order. For example, if you ordered tomorrow, you'd get an email booking you in for Tuesday. because you've emailed whilst we've been on the live, those emails don't get sent. You automatically get added onto the order list for tonight. And then if you're here, that's brilliant. If you happen to miss it, you then get added onto the next order list, which would be on Tuesday, and then you'd get an email booking you in for that. So because you've ordered whilst we're live, you're definitely on the order list today. I've updated the order list and you are on there. If you prefer a different day, then that's fine. We can book you in for a different day. I hope that makes sense. Jutta, have you gone to send that email over again? Oh, I have an email. Yay, it's here. Okay, and that's perfect. Bless you. Okay, so Jutta, are you here? Are you here, my lovely? Are you back, Jutta? And then what we'll do is we'll do your spring picks first and then go from there. Yep, Jutta, it's just come through. So what we'll do is we'll do your spring picks first. We'll find out your jewellery, and then we'll do the second one, go find out your jewellery, and then we'll do both your oyster openings along with your other oyster openings as well. So you also have 3, 4, 5, 6 oyster openings as well on top of your spring picks. Okay, so we'll do all the oysters together at the end. So if we go down with your spring picks, is there a category or a certain sized butterfly that you're hoping for? So number 1, you have got a large butterfly. So large butterfly is a bracelet. So with this one, if we go straight across to the butterflies, I'll need to know 1, 2 or 3. Which butterfly would you like? 1, 2 or 3? Number 2. Okay, so we're looking for that green sticker. And you have got a green sticker. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so that means you can choose whether you'd like to have a £10 off code for the website, or you can have an extra oyster opening for today. So that extra oyster opening would be opened alongside your other oysters, or if you chose to have a £10 off code, that would be sent across for you tomorrow, and if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have a £10 off code that you can use. A code. Okay, so let me just pop that on here. So £10 off code. If we bring you straight across for your item of jewellery, it was butterfly number 2. So this is large butterfly bag number 2. And in here, your bracelet here, comes with 1 oyster opening, and you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. So this one is a little bit different. So this one you can't add extra charms or pearls on. Okay, so this one you've got your 2 hearts which are interlinked in the middle there. Now if you choose to have your pearl on the jewellery, they do, it does hang off one of the hearts, or you can just choose to keep the bracelet as it is and the pearls loose. I hope you're happy with that one, my lovely. So that is your first one and comes with 1 opening. Let me just write down bracelet so I can write down ready for the colour there. Moving on to spring pick number 2. So again, let me shuffle these for you. Okay, so last one. Which one's going to win? That one. And you have got a large butterfly again. So with this one, that means you get another bracelet. So let's bring you back across. And again, you get to pick, oh, let's so you can see, butterfly 1, 2, or 3. Which one would you like this time? 1, 2, or 3. Number 3. Okay, so this one again, you're looking for a green sticker. Jutta, you've got a green sticker again. Well done, my lovely. So with this one then, again, the same choice. You get to choose whether you'd like to have a £10 off code or an extra oyster opening to have today. Oh. Oh no, I got bag number 1. That's bag number 3. Can you have a code again? Of course you can. So, bag number 3. Now this one here comes with 1 oyster opening. Again, you can choose whether you have the pearl on or off the jewellery. And with this one, you can choose to have other pearls on here and also other charms on lobster fittings or pearls on lobster fittings as well. You can have them on every link. Now this one is the paper chain bracelet. I'm just trying to get it focused. So it has this paper chain effect, oh there we go, on the links themselves. They almost look like they're paper chains joined together. Now they are an elongated oval, almost like a belcher design, but it is called the paper chain bracelet on the website. So with this one, like I say, you can choose whether you'd have a pearl on or off the jewellery there. Okay. Paper chain, and you chose to have another £10 off code. Okay, so I've got that all down, and you don't have it. Perfect. So those 2 bracelets come with 2 oyster openings, 1 and 2 with the surprise oysters. And then let me just double check with the other items. You've got 1, 2, 3, 6 mystery oysters, as you said mystery before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So with these oysters then, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for your items? So I'm just getting them open for you. Okay, so let's go down. We'll start with your surprise oysters here again, and then we'll move through to your mystery oysters. So surprise oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. In your first oyster, you are twinning with dark chocolate twins here. Now, straight away with these dark chocolates, I can definitely see that one pearl is visually larger than the other. So the one on this side is visually larger than his twin. They do look like they are visually the same shades of chocolate though. Moving on to oyster number 2. So again, this is your surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have got a brighter watermelon, and there's no more in that one. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for, Jutta? So I've just made a note that you'd like no pearls on the bracelets and one pearl on lobster fitting. So at the end you can let me know what pearl you'd like there. So let's put twins over here and single pearls over here, just because we've got 6 other oysters to go. So chocolate twins and a watermelon from your surprise oysters. Moving on to mystery oyster number 1. Lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see here, look at those very neutral colours I can see straight away. And you are quadding. So you've got 4 pearls in that oyster. Let me just dry these up for you. You have got a chocolate, in fact 2 chocolates, a silvery purple and a rose gold. So 2 chocolates, silvery purple and a rose gold from your quadding mystery oyster. Very neutral kind of tones coming out so far on that sort of multiple side. With your next mystery oyster, there's your mother of pearl. It was Sue, wasn't it? Oh, and we've got a sea green here. There's no more in that one. And again, it's a slightly two-tonal sea green with silver and then brighter sea green areas. Moving on to your next oyster. Lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, and popped out straight away is a coral. And there's no more in that one. So I'm popping your single pearls on this side, and then I've popped multiple pearls, multiple sets, I should say, on that side. So watermelon, two-tonal sea green and coral. We've still got 3 mystery oysters to go. So moving on to your next one. Oh, in here. There's a little bit of flesh there, but we can definitely see there's no pearls. I can, however, see again straight away quite an, oh, it popped out the back then, a larger, darker shade. So quite a large pearl. I'll be interested to see what size this one is. And he is a, oh, he may be an oil slick. We haven't had an oil slick in quite a while, actually. So let me just have a closer look. Now he is an oil slick. I can definitely see all the colours here. It's very, very dark. If I move this around slowly, hopefully you guys can see this on the camera. Beautiful, dark, deep oil slick shade. Okay, moving on to your next oyster. Soft pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. There's no more in that one. And you've got a single chocolate pearl, going back to those neutral tones there. And then we've got 1 oyster to go, Jutta. And then what we'll do is we'll go through all of the colours again for you. So then you can decide what you'd like to do. So you've got a light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Ooh. And there's no more in that one. And you have got a chocolate bronze. Okay, so let me dry this up for you as well. And let's pop them all in the sand, and then I'll go through all of the colours again, and then we can decide what you'd like to do. Now, of course, if you're not happy with any of these, we can swap them. With the single pearls, you've got a watermelon, two-tonal apple green and a coral, a dark oil slick, a chocolate and a chocolate bronze. With the multiples, you've got twinning chocolates, 1 visually smaller, 1 visually larger, and then you're quadding 2 chocolates, a silver purple and a rose gold. Now, if you'd like to, like I say, swap any of these, that's absolutely fine. And then I'll need to know which colours you'd like where. If I start running them through the board for you, the coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Two-tonal sea green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Single chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Oil slick is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. Moving on to the twins, chocolate number 1, which is the visually larger, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. His twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So they are measuring different sizes there. Quad chocolate number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Chocolate number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Silver purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5 as well. Okay. What do you think, Jutta? also, if you would like to email me your choices across, that's absolutely fine as well. So it's completely up to you. Chocolate bronze and oil slick on the earrings. And rose gold on the fairy. Okay. Not a problem, Katie, at all, my lovely. And then you said before that you'd like no pearls on the bracelets, but you would like to have a pearl on the lobster fitting. Is that still the case? If not, that's absolutely fine. But if so, which one would you like? All chocolate on lobster. So not that one. So that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on lobster. Okay, so are you happy with those? So you've got your 4 at the top and then 5 chocolate down there. Okay, and the others loose. Yes, perfect. So I've got that down for you then. To confirm, no pearls on the bracelet and then your 5 chocolates on lobster fittings. That invoice will get sent across for you tomorrow and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. The £10 off codes will also get sent across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. They will come. So the invoice and the codes will come across in 2 different emails. I've then got the rose gold on the fairy and the chocolate bronze and oil slick on the earrings. Jutta, I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Oh no. So sorry. Deary me. You're very, very welcome, Jutta. Up next today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Cindy Brown, are you here? So currently there's 3 people left on the order list. So if anybody would like to order for today, there is still space available and it wouldn't be too long of a wait at this point. Cindy Brown, are you here? Now, I saw Cindy earlier. You're invisible. Hello. Laura, thank you for commenting on Cindy's comments there. Cindy, I'm so sorry that sometimes I can't see your comments. I don't know why that's the case. So, Cindy, you have got 2 spring picks and then you've got 3 oyster openings as well. So we'll do your spring picks first and then your oyster openings all together at the end, if that's okay. So let's go down. So Bev, it's Cindy, Sherry, and then you, Bev. Cindy, is there a certain category or butterfly that you're hoping for? So one last mix. Ooh. Okay, so you have got a medium butterfly. Medium butterfly is a pendant. So if we go across to the medium butterflies, I'll need to know which number butterfly would you like. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What do you think? Which one would you like? Number 3. Okay, so that's this one at the back here, and we're going to be looking for a green sticker. Cindy, you have got a green sticker here, so that means that you do have the choice of a £10 off code for the website or an extra oyster opening for this evening. So £10 off means if you'd like to order again in the future, you can have a £10 off code to use. Or an extra oyster opening would be done tonight as well, added on to your order. Can you have the code? Of course you can. Let me write that down. So £10 off code. Perfect. So if I bring you back and have a look in here, it was medium butterfly number 3. And you have got a cage pendant. Okay, so this cage pendant comes with one oyster opening and can hold one pearl at a time. Now this cage pendant used to be on the website. I don't think it's on the website at the moment. I think it is currently a back in stock item. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now overall it is a heart, okay, and then within that heart you have got lots of circles, so overlapping each other. So it's almost like if you think of the Olympics 5 rings, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, it's like those rings overlapping each other. You then do have little flicks at the top here to sort of fill in, and then a little heart at the bottom here as well. You've then got the same design on the back again, so the 5 rings overlapping each other in the middle of the heart. So with this one, the pearl sits in the middle, so you'll be able to see your pearl from all angles. So I hope you're happy with that one, Cindy. Was you, Sue? It definitely has that kind of, with the rings in the middle, that kind of look to him. So Cindy, I'm glad you're happy with that one. If we move straight across to your flower shuffle number 2, so this one is for spring pick number 2. And then, like I say, we'll do all of your oysters together at the end. So again, okay, so big shuffle, and you've got a medium butterfly again. So medium is a pendant again, my lovely. So if we go back across, I did top it back up here. So if I bring it, it is that one. Bring it forward to medium butterfly. Would you like number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Karen, so in this game they don't, so it is just the pendant, it doesn't come with the chain. So on the website, if you're buying that item, it then does come with the chain. Some games they do come with the chain, it just depends on the game, and it always says in the description of the game itself if it comes with a chain or not. But yeah, this one it doesn't, but if you purchase the items on the website, they do. I hope that makes sense. It does. Perfect, Karen. Jutta, are you able to pop that in an email to me, my lovely? And with the second names of the people as well, if possible. Extremely kind of you, my lovely. But yeah, if you could pop the information over in an email, then that way I can have it all in one place and with the second names of the people as well. Thank you. Thank you. Cindy, which number butterfly would you like? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? No, because I'll just pop it in there once I've... No, you take this one though. Thank you, Bab. I like those trousers. Number 5. Sorry, Cindy, that didn't come through. Okay, so butterfly number 5, looking for a green sticker again. And you've got the green sticker on there. So again, you get the same choice. Would you like to have a £10 off code for the website, or would you like an extra oyster opening for today? So let me pop that there and bring you across. So medium bag number 5 is that one. Can you have a code? Of course you can. So let me write that down. £10 off code. Okay, so as you can see here, medium bag number 5. And you've got a second cage pendant. All the cage pendants are coming out today. There is definitely other items in there and some of the new items as well. It just so happens that people are picking the cage pendants. Now this one here is on the website. This one comes with 1 oyster opening and can hold 1 pearl at a time. The beauty with cage pendants, as a lot of you know, so I'm just threading it so it's, there we go. So I'll show you, with these prongs, if you like, when you open up the cage pendant itself, the prongs need to go, so you've got 2 on this side, 1 on this side. The single prong needs to go in between the prongs that are together and then thread the chain through it that way. That way, once your pearl is inside, it cannot come out once it's on the chain. Okay, so this is, you may have guessed there, this is the maple leaf cage pendant. Very pretty maple leaf cage pendant, as you can see here. It's got the design perfectly. Now you can see the pearl through the whole of the leaf actually. Just depending on the angle you look at it, you'll be able to see it at all angles. So Cindy, I hope you're happy with that one as well. And again, it would come with 1 oyster opening. You top that up. So, 2, did you guys just see that, what that one was? We grab a different butterfly. 2 oysters altogether there with the surprise oysters. You then have the 3 other oysters. So what 3 other oysters would you like? 1, 2 and 3. No, 2 surprise. I keep doing that. 2 surprise. What other 3 oysters would you like? So just opening up the surprise here, there's 1 and 2. With the surprise oysters, they are not a choice for other items, if that makes sense. So surprise oysters are only available for the spring pick, or if you choose to have an additional oyster opening with this. Otherwise, if you have other items of jewellery, it would be between the mystery, normal, Nunu and expand the rainbow. What mug did Aaron bring me? He brought me the speckled grey one. So I've got this one in dark blue and like this silvery grey. And then I also have a mint tea because I find that it helps settle my stomach. And this one he brought me, which says you're a limited edition, because by the time I drink my normal tea, my mint tea is then cool enough to drink. So I sort of have double tea at the moment. So I suppose I keep my liquids up. Mystery, Cindy. Okay, so what did I say? 3 oh no, that's 4. There we go, 3. Now, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So your first 2 items are a cage pendant. So your pearls there, you're going to be able to swap in and out. So the pearls there can change. With the item of jewellery that you've ordered, we definitely need to have 3 pearls on there. And you're going to need to tell me which one you'd like at the top, in the middle and at the bottom. So there is a colour order you'd need to tell me so I'd know what to do. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If we open up your surprise oysters first, there's one side and the other side. And in here, you have got, a runaway. You've got a Snow White pearl there. There's no more in that one. So Snow White pearl to start with. Moving on to surprise oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. Ooh, and in here you've got a yellow. There's no more in that one. Now this yellow, let me just dry him up. He's a little bit different because he looks like he's got this darker marking around him, almost going in a complete circle. Let me hold it so hopefully you can see. So it is a lemon yellow. Get it refocused, there we go. Then this, can you see it's got like this darker ring and it's almost all the way around. Quite unusual there. Yellow. Oh look, you can see it there. Yellow with a darker ring. Then moving on to your 3 mystery oysters. So mystery oyster number 1, you've got a softer pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And oh, in here, Cindy, you are quadding. There's no more in that one. Quadding with beautiful colours here. You've got a 2-tonal pinkle. So this one is pink and then it gets more purple and pinkle as you go around. So 2-tonal pinkle. You've got a 2-tonal Pepsi and TARDIS blue as well. So again, lighter and darker blue shades around that pearl. You've got a darker watermelon and then a darker gunmetal grey. So 2-tonal pinkle, 2-tonal Pepsi and icy blue, a watermelon and a gunmetal grey. Moving on to your next oyster. Again, quite a nice sharp pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And in here you've got an autumn peach. There's no more in that one. I'm going to pop this on the top row along with the other single pearls. So autumn peach at the top, and then moving on to your last oyster, which again is a mystery oyster. So lighter pop there. A little bit of a pearl blister on this side, but you can see that there's no pearls there. And in here you have got a sea green. Okay, Cindy, what do you think to all of these? 5 oysters, 8 pearls. Now I'm just going to go through all of the colours again for you. You've got a sea green, 2-tonal yellow with the darker stripe, Snow White and autumn peach, gunmetal grey watermelon, 2-tonal blue and 2-tonal pinkle. Now I'll need to know what colour you'd like at the top, the middle and the bottom. And then of course if you'd like to swap any colours out, you can do so. I'll just need to know what ones you'd like to do. Okay, so if I start running them through the board for you. The sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. The Snow White is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The Autumn Peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Two-tonal Pinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Two-tonal Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the darker Gunmetal Grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. Okay, Cindy. What do you think to these, and what would you like to do? do you think? So again, we'll need a top, a middle and a bottom. And then what I can do is I can show you. So for example, what would I do here? So you can see sea green, blue, oh, and gunmetal grey, but also, rightly so, the watermelon. You see what I mean? So I can do, I'll pop them in that position just so you can also see them in that formation as well. Obviously they're not, it's going to be with the colours that you choose. But I'll pop the ones that you choose like that as well, just so you can double check and be sure that they are the ones you'd like. So I'm going to make room and put all your pearls at the top here. Gift the yellow to Bronny, okie dokie. Perfect. Gunmetal grey for bright watermelon, and can you have red, white and blue for the pendant? Gunmetal grey for a bright watermelon. Where is the red, my lovely? White and blue. Which, did you mean to have then the watermelon at the top, or would you like to have watermelon? Yes, perfect. So what, are you happy with that colour there? So watermelon, then white and then blue. Of course you can change them around, and if you're not happy with that shade of watermelon, let me know and I can change that as well. What do you think to those? I'm just going to pop the other pearls in here. And then it's just confirming if you're happy with these ones like this. Red. Sorry, Cindy, I don't think all your comments are coming through to me. So I've just seen the last ones. So I'll read what has come through to me so far. Can I gift the yellow to Bronny, gunmetal grey for a bright watermelon, and can I have red, white and blue for the pendant? And then said, sorry, watermelon, and then red. So could you just, if anyone can see Cindy's comments. Oh, can you change the watermelon for a bright red? Of course you can. Sorry, so thank you. Who was that? Thank you, Kelly, for commenting on the comment for me. And sorry, Cindy, they're just not all coming through, so I can't, it wasn't coming through. So brighter red, I keep getting drawn to that one. Red, white and blue. Are you happy with those colours there and that order? Again, if anyone can see the comments from Cindy, just confirm. So are you happy with that colour and that colour order? Red, white and blue. That's fine. Perfect. So red, then white, then blue. Okay, so again, Cindy, I'm sorry that I can't see everything with the comments there. I don't know why, and thank you to everyone who is sort of commenting on them, because it does work. I don't know why, but it works. It brings it forward so I can see. Okay, so Cindy, the £10 off codes, they're going to be emailed across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you very much for the donations with your shells as well, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything, Cindy, once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Up next today is Sherry Hicks. Sherry, are you here? Star, off the top of my head, I don't think I've seen it yet. I have said this week I'm slightly behind on emails, but hopefully I'll be up to date very, very soon. So hopefully you should have a response from me soon. If you've combined postage and I've still got your order here, then that wouldn't be a problem at all. Okay, but I will, of course, when I get to your email, I'll reply just to confirm that as well. Now, just because of my comments this evening, if anyone can see Sherry Hicks, please comment on her comment for me, just to bring it forward so I can see. I'll pop the order list in the comments for you all so you can see as well. So it's Sherry, Bev, and then Jasmine. Okay, Star. So yeah, when I get to the email, I'll hopefully get that sorted for you. So again, sorry if I am slightly behind. We're getting back to you, my lovely. Yes, Holly, we've still got space available for today. If anybody would like to order, I'll add you on to this evening. Okay, so last call for Sherry Hicks. If not, we'll move on. And then, of course, if Sherry comes back on again, we'll add her back in, but it would be to the end of the order list. So, Sherry Hicks, are you here? Perfect, Jutta, thank you. So yeah, I will gift those out to the ones that you've said. Yeah, I'll work out how to get in contact with them. That's very, very kind of you. Right, I haven't seen Sherry, so let's move on. And then if she does come on, we can add her in, but it would be to the end of the order list. Which means up next then is Bev Askew. Bev, are you here? Sorry, something was crawling on my window then. Bev, hello. Bev, you have got a spring pick. Are we all topped up? We are. So let's go down and we'll start with your flower shuffle. Now, Bev, is there a certain colour or category that you're hoping for? And you have got a medium, which is a pendant. So medium is a pendant. If we go straight across to the butterflies, medium one here, and you get to choose between 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Which one would you like? One, 2, 3, 4 or 5? Number 4, so that's this one right at the front. Okay, so number 4, we're looking for a green sticker to have an extra prize here. Oh no, okay, so you have got a purple sticker there. So that does mean that there isn't anything extra with this one. But we still do get your normal item. So your pendant, let's come across. So it's medium bag number 4. Oh, Jutta, bless you. Thank you ever so much for the stars there. That's extremely kind of you. Thank you, my lovely. Bev, medium bag number 4 is a cage pendant. Now I know I said we'd had lots of cage pendants this evening. This one's a little bit different. So it does come with one oyster opening. However, this one can hold, I think it's up to 8 pearls, depending on the size of the pearls. Okay, so this one, I always like to show this one off, just because I think the beauty of it is when you can see the pearls. So it's called the Love's Content Cage Pendant. So I'm just popping a couple of different colours in here, just so let's mix them up a bit. You can see. So depending on the size of the pearls, I've got a red and there we go. Depending on the size of the pearls, depends on how many you can fit in. Now I've put in red, white, yellow and blue here, so there's not the best combination together, I suppose, with colours. However, I just wanted to show you how the pendant looks once it is full. So it does come with one oyster opening, and then you can add more pearls as you go if you wish, and then of course change it around. Now the pearls here can be seen at the front and at the back, so it's fully, so you can see the pearls on all sides. And then you've got this gorgeous, almost geometric, swirly design coming across the actual front and back of the cage. You've got other pearls all ready to fill it with, which is perfect. So I hope you're happy with that cage, my lovely. So that comes with one surprise oyster, so I'll grab those for you in just a second. Would there be certain colour that you're hoping for at all? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? So, surprise oyster. Happy with that one? Perfect. Let's go down. So in here, there's one side. Oh, and the other side has popped out an apple green before we even open him. And Bev, you are twinning. And there's no more in that one. You've just said you'd like to keep your shells, which is absolutely fine. So if I just dry these off and pop them to the side quickly so I can clean the shells up. Now the greens themselves, they do look like they are very similar in size. The colours do vary slightly. So it does look like you've got one slightly brighter green and then one slightly lighter green. Green's your favourite colour. Oh, perfect. It's my favourite colour too. But that's perfect. So starting with two colours which you're potentially happy with. So you can see the brighter one on this side, then just slightly different shade of green on that side there. Moving on to, oh, no, sorry, one oyster altogether. So what do you think to these? Are you happy to keep both of those shades with your green? Do they fit? I imagine so. I'll measure them in just a second, but yeah. Now, if you're not happy with these ones, we can swap them. If you are happy, that's fine. I mean, if you was looking to fit more pearls in the pendant, I would say possibly swap them out for slightly smaller pearls, just because obviously from I'd say 7.5s to 6.5s is when you'd be able to fit more in. The larger the pearls, say if you had them all sort of this size, you'd fit less in. So if that you'd wanted to fit more in, I'd say to change them. If you're happy, then it's absolutely fine, if that makes sense. So I run them through the board. Number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. You're happy to keep both of those, Bev. Perfect. They are yours. Let me pop them in here then. So I'm glad you're happy with those. That's on there. And I've wrapped up your shells as well, my lovely. So that's all up there. So I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. You're very, very welcome. And up next today is Jasmine Bailey. Jasmine, are you here? Jasmine, hello. Now I can see the different name here, so that's absolutely fine. You don't need to confirm anything. Sometimes when it's a different name that I'm calling to the one on Facebook, I do need confirmation. But because I can see the link here, that's absolutely fine. So Jasmine, you have got a spring pick as well. So let's go down for your spring pick. Is there a certain category or size butterfly that you're hoping for? Okay, so last one. And you have got a small butterfly. Now a small butterfly is a pair of earrings. Okay, so if we go across to the butterflies, I'll bring the small one forward. Small butterfly, so the numbers to pick from are 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Which one would you like? Number 2, that's this one here. Okay, so we're looking for the green sticker, Jasmine. Oh, bless you. So you've got the purple sticker there. So that does mean that there isn't a bonus with that one. Okay, so if I bring you straight back across, we're looking for the small bag number 2. Small butterfly number 2. And your earrings here, I can see that these ones are new on the website. So they were new in the last month, I believe. They do need to have your pearls on the jewellery. So they would need to have 2 pearls on here. Now these are clasp earrings. So you just open this clasp here, thread it through the ear and then close the clasp again. Okay, so that's the back of the earring. Open up the clasp, pop it through the ear and then just close the clasp again. So it's just a little clip there. The front of the earrings, these on the website are called the Toblerone earrings because they do have that Toblerone effect to them. In fact, I'll pop one earring just to the side and then one earring facing forward. Hopefully it will focus for us. So that Toblerone shape, so the rectangle and then it goes down into a triangle. So hopefully you'll be able to see that it has this Toblerone indent shape going downwards. You can then see this circle here. So your pearls will hang and dangle from the bottom. So when you're actually looking at them from the top, your pearl will be dangling around here where my finger is. So right at the bottom there. Okay, so dangling there, then from the side you'd see them dangling down at the side. So Jasmine, I hope you're happy with those. So those ones on the website, I don't know how to spell Toblerone now. It would come under hook back earrings possibly. Or if you just go into the earrings section, it will be there. Now if we grab, oh, let me bring you back up so you can have a look at grab your 2 surprise oysters, Jasmine. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? So there's 1 and 2. Let's go down. So surprise oyster number one. This one does have some cracks on him. So as I open this up, I think the shell will fall apart. But if you'd like to keep it, I'll do my best to try and keep it as intact as I can. Donate the shells, no certain colours, just hoping for matching colours. Okay. So there's one side and the other side. Oyster number one. Oh, flying icy blue pearl there. And there's no more in that one. So this icy blue is quite a nice, bright, bold icy blue. Have you not, Jasmine? Okay, so hopefully when you receive them and you wear them, they're really, really easy to use. So like the clasp, it's like a lever, sorry, you just fold it down and it stays down until you've popped it in, until you actually push it back up again. So they're really, really easy to use. I suppose it's just an extra precaution that they're not going to slip out, or if they get tugged on or anything, that they'll stay in the ear, if that makes sense. So hopefully you'll fall in love with them when you wear that new style. So first pearl out is a bright, bold, icy blue. And then moving on to oyster number two. Oh, again, the shell is falling apart slightly. There's one side. And the other side. And in here you've got a black cherry, and there's no more in that one. So 2 oysters, 2 pearls. Now we do have completely different colours here, Jasmine. So if you would like to swap pearls to match these colours, that's absolutely fine. Or if you'd like 2 completely new colours, that's absolutely fine as well. You just need to let me know what you think and what you would like to do. If I run them through the board, your icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, oh, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Can you swap the blue for another black cherry? Of course you can. That's quite a nice deep black cherry there, isn't it? Let's have a little look. Now I may have to, oh that's just off. I may have to swap this off the live just in case if I don't have any here. It doesn't mean that I won't be able to swap it, just means that I'll be able to look in my other pearls that may not have been like sorted into these pots yet. Now, if that's the case, if you're happy for me to do so, that's perfect. If I can't match it, you'll then get an email from me to just sort of say, are you happy to wait for me to match the colour, or is there a different colour that you'd like me to match? Is that okay if I do it that way, my lovely? So what I can do is I've added the icy blue black back in just so I can write down that we're going to swap the pearl out to add the black cherry in. That makes sense. That's fine. Okay, so let me write this down. We're going to swap the blue to match the black cherry. And then we're going to have black cherry on the earrings. Now, like I say, I normally process the orders through the following morning. So if you haven't heard from me in an email by the end of tomorrow, that means that I have found the swap, and that's perfect. So you don't hear from me, it's been swapped. If I can't find a match for it, then I will pop you an email over, and then you can just let me know if you'd like to wait for a colour to come in that will match it, or you can choose to then change to a different colour if you didn't want to wait. Okay, so if you don't hear from me, that's good news, and it's been done. So Jasmine, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives and that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome. Up next then today is Holly Twos. Holly, are you here? I just need to top that butterfly back up. But Holly Twos, are you here? Holly, hello. Okay, so Holly, you have got a spring pick as well. So if we go down for your flower shuffle, would there be a certain category or sized butterfly that you're hoping for? Don't mind. Okay, so last one is a medium butterfly. So medium butterfly is a pendant, my lovely. So if we go straight across to the butterflies, medium butterfly is this one here. Which number would you like? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Number 2, so that's that one there. So butterfly number 2, and you have got a green sticker, Holly. So what that means is you can either choose to have a £10 off code for the website, which means if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have £10 off that you can use. Or you can choose to have an extra oyster opening for this evening, and then we'll add that oyster onto your openings. Which one would you like? A £10 off code for the website. That code, once received, you'll be able to use it straight away, or you can hold on to it because it wouldn't have an expiry. Money off code, perfect. Let me write that down. So £10 off code. That will get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. So you had medium butterfly number 2. Okay, there we go. And in here, oh my gosh! It's a cage pendant. Now, oh gosh, now this one is the new cage pendant. So this one's not actually available to everybody at the moment. It's available to supporters, but to everybody else, it's not available until mid next week. So you do have first sort of grabs on this cage pendant. So I hope you're going to be happy with this one. It comes with one oyster opening and can hold one pearl at a time. So let's get this one focused. This does have some wording on him, so it will be sort of backwards for you to see at the moment, just because we're viewing a mirror image. So it does say around the edge, it says I love you, and then down here it says forever. So overall you've got this heart on the outer edge, which comes round with a little flick at the end. So it says I love you forever. You've got this rose gold coloured flower in the centre. Now your pearl is going to be right in the centre of that flower, so that's where you're going to be seeing your colour. You've then got these little branches and leaves coming off and twining around. Again, some of those do have that rose gold flash as well. You can also see your pearl from the back of the cage there. It's very pretty, this one. It's very, very pretty. And then, of course, that sort of rose flower effect does come out as well. So like I say, this is new, not available to everybody yet, so I hope you're happy with him. Now this one does come with one oyster opening. If I bring you back up again, so that's your surprise oyster, Holly. Would there be a certain colour that you're hoping for, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? So surprise oyster, let's get him open. And let's go down. There's one side. Donate the shells, and you'd love a sea green. Okay, so in here, there's no pearls on that side. Oh, now this one, it's not a sea green. You've got a black cherry. There's no more in that one. Now let me have a dry off with this pearl, and then I'll hold him up so you can have a closer look. What do you think to a black cherry? I do have sea greens in my swaps, so if you're not happy with this one, you can let me know and I can swap him out. Or if you are happy, that's perfect, he is yours. If I run this one through the board as well, your black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. You can indeed, my lovely. Let me find you a sea green. What do you think to this one here? I went for a brighter sea green. However, if you would prefer a darker one, that's absolutely fine as well. Let me know. That's perfect. Okay, he is yours. Holly then, I hope you'll be happy with him once he arrives. There we go, that's on there. You're very, very welcome. Thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely. And I've just popped that safely up there for you. There we go, perfect. Now I think that might be the end of the order list today. Let me just refresh over here. It is. So we're going to be live again on Tuesday evening. tomorrow the page will be going crazy because all the new live dates will get posted and the events will be getting made for that. So if you guys to definitely get notified that we're going live, whether you can join or not at the time, if you'd want to have that notification, when I post the events tomorrow, just go on to each one and click that you're going to the event. That way you will definitely 100% get that notification from Facebook when we're going live. So yeah, if that helps, then that's something to do. So you will be getting the whole month of May tomorrow. So there will be quite a few events, but it just means that everybody knows when we're live. So I hope you all have a brilliant bank holiday Monday, and I'll see you on Tuesday evening. We'll be live from around 8 p.m. So take care everyone and see you soon. Bye.